Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama. Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
And it's game time once again here at the Aero Center for the third Inter-Alumni Veterans Basketball Association Tanduay Athletics Cup. Our main game for today in the 40 and above division, your Philippine Institute of Quezon City is going up against your Chang College. And now let us meet the starters of both teams, beginning with your Philippine Institute of Quezon City alumni. At point guard number 7, Dennis De La Cruz. At power forward number 11, Arvin Ong. At small forward number 13, Ivan C. The man in the middle, number 18, Mark Chang. And the other guard, number 19, Romel Lacson. Leading the Philippine Institute of Quezon City is Paul Brian Yun. And now, let us welcome the starters for your Shanghai College alumni. At shooting guard, number 7, Mike Ong. At power forward, number 16, Rodel Nang. Small forward, number 18, Herbert Del Mundo. At point guard, number 22, Jeff Yu. And at center, number 42, Les Surley. Head coach of Shanghai College is Robin Chan. Our referees for this game are Enrique Del Rosario, Ronald Badango, and Oliver Angeles.
This year, third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup 40-up division, and this is the main game of our final Wednesday game day in the elimination round. Philippine Institute of Quezon City in their swan song against playoff-bound Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Glad to have you with us again. This is Diego De Paz together with Renzo Salo on the call. 5 on the floor for the white shirts of PIQC: De La Cruz, Ong, Ivan C., Mark Cheng, and Romel Lacson. And right now on their front court, Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, the three missed there by Mike Ong, who's there on the floor together with Lester Lee with the basketball, missing that jumper. Rodel Nang, Herbert Del Mundo, and Jeff Yu. Ivan C. off glass, no good. And Renzo, more like this is another game where Chang Kai-shek, who's playoff bound, already part of the quarterfinals cast, they're trying to at least add to their win total and of course get some momentum going heading into the playoffs.
Yes, it's right now. I believe it's a non-bearing game for them. They're already in by our estimation. So this is really about getting in the right form,
Yes.
looking your best, especially to end the season, so that when you get to the playoffs,
Yeah.
you're revving, you're humming, ready for your opponent there.
And a miss there by Lester Lee, and here comes PIQC to their front court. Drive to the basket, and it's good for the first two for Romel Lacson.
That's a tougher finish than it looked. He was underneath the basket there when he finished that.
Here comes Jeff Yu to Herbert Del Mundo, no good. Rebound there, gathered by that's Dennis De La Cruz. And a steal by Jeff Yu on that cross-court pass. Nice find. Lester Lee blows that layup. And here comes,
He'd want to have that one back.
yeah. 2-on-4 fast break for PIQC. No good for Arvin Ong. Yu. And here comes Mike Ong for three. Still no good. And PIQC here. Again, no tomorrow for them. Nothing left to lose. Three on the way. No good for Ivan C.
Yeah, but of course, 1 of 8. You want to end the season with a win.
Yeah.
Just
So-
like we mentioned with Yongsen, their last game
Yeah.
ended up winless. They do have a win, this PIQC, but
Yeah.
you want to end strong.
So PIQC, the story of their season, they won their opening game against Tiongsi Academy, but lost their last 8. And Mike Ong with a tough mama 3-point shot for the first field goal for Chang Kai-shek, and they take the lead 3-2. No good on that easy shot there by Arvin Ong.
Arvin Ong, 16 points to lead PIQC last time out, but 3 of 9 field goal shooting, so thrived at the free throw line there.
Here comes Arvin Ong. Loose ball play there for Ivan C. And here comes Lacson, no good on that layup. And Rodel Nang with the rebound. Mike Ong, Herbert Del Mundo. 12 on the shot clock. They go to Rodel Nang. Rare 3-point shot, in and out. And just like that, we are nearing the halfway point of the first quarter. Up and down ball game between these two squads.
And not a lot of stoppages, not a lot of fouls. Thus far, no fouls actually. But Lacson really turning it on. That's his second field goal.
And the lead goes back to PIQC 4-3. Del Mundo. Cross-court pass to the other end. Mike Ong, that's his favorite spot. And the second tough mama 3-point shot for Mike Ong.
It's going to be interesting to see if Chang Kai-shek decides to try to mix up their lineups like we saw from St. Peter the Apostle in the last game. Also already secured a spot. Maybe you want to see some other 5-man units, some of your bench players, see if they can provide a spark.
And I saw so many scratches for today's game for Chang Kai-shek, and they're playing with a 10-man rotation for this ball game. Lester Lee driving, and wow, what a layup there for Lester Lee. And it's an 8-2 lead for the blue shirts of Chang Kai-shek College alumni. PIQC in their immaculate white. Lacson could not get that to drop, but he will go to the line to take two.
Lacson just hyper aggressive here early. That's his 4th foray into the paint. And this time, instead of not being able to finish, draws the foul with a body bump. He forced that contact.
Oh yes, as we see here in our Metro Summit Realty replay. Getting that foul there on Jeff Yu. First free throw is short for Lacson. This trip to the foul line could have tied the ball game once again. Lacson goes 1 for 2 from the 4.5 meter line.
So that's Laxon's 5th point already, and he averages 5 points per game. So he's well on his way to thrashing that season average.
Herbert Del Mundo scoring for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, and of course, Coach Robin Chan, a master of adjustments, and of course, motivating his players. And Lacson there scoring for PIQC, and we see that play once again here in our Metro Summit Realty replay.
Romel Lacson, a one-man show right now. That's his 7th point. Make that 8. 8.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Chiang Kai-shek College alumni leading here 10-7 with 3:45 remaining in the first quarter.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
And we're back with more action from your third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup. And off the timeout, Rodel Nang gets the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way, and gets the lead back for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni 12-10. Nice find there. Pushing the tempo was Jeff Yu. And that replay courtesy of Metro Summit Realty.
That brings Rodel Nang on the board. 3 points. He already had 4 rebounds. Last time out, he had 13 points, 13 rebounds. He's a double-double machine.
Here comes PIQC. Lacson spots up from 3. Rims out. Ong with the rebound and put back. Arvin Ong. Nice shot there. Game leader for PIQC last time around. He only had 5 rebounds, but looks like he's already got his second of this ball game. Mike Ong. Heat check 3, no good. Here comes Ivan C. Thought about pulling up, but gives it up instead to Arvin Ong, who misses that layup off of that spin cycle move. Mike Ong once again. Short this time, so back-to-back misses for Mike Ong in back-to-back possessions. 2.5 remaining in the first period. They tried to go to Christopher Lee, but instead, it's a turnover credited to Ivan C.
I think Ivan C even faked out his teammates there.
Yes.
He looked like he was going to pull up for a transition 3, and his teammates were ready for the rebound, but he ended up passing the ball, turnover.
Well, he's not a Regan Lim after all.
Right. Ivan C, credit to him with 15 points last game out, 3 rebounds and 3 steals as well.
Gerald Chang will head to the 4.5 meter line off of that shooting foul. And the foul was called on Hai Eng Ong. As we see here in our Metro Summit Realty replay.
Second time on the Metro Summit Realty replay, you see Jeff Yu, I should say.
Yeah.
Jeff Yu make these no-look passes. Now,
Yeah.
he kind of just side glances before he makes the pass to make it harder for the defense to read it.
Actually, the perfect term for that is the look-away pass.
Yes.
Hai Eng Ong from 3, no good. It looks like PIQC is falling in love with those long bombs. 4 on the shot clock for Rico Lee, no good. And there's an over-the-top foul called there on Arvin Ong. That's a third team foul on PIQC. And here comes Christian Lee checking into the ball game, replacing Arvin Ong.
Yeah, this game just breezing by. 1 minute 46 left here in the first quarter.
It's a 2-point advantage here for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Jeffrey Caballo gives it up. Gerald Cheng spots up from 3. Off glass, no good. Here comes Christopher Lee. That pass to Lacson, a bit wayward, but it was tapped out last by Gilbert Chen.
Lacson really playing like there's no tomorrow. Going very aggressive on offense. Almost got a fast break layup if he could have had that in control.
Shot is no good there for Derek Tan. Here comes, wow, what a shot there by Paul de Austria, getting the bucket and the bump plus a bonus opportunity. Paul de Austria known for those slashing drives this season.
Yeah, that's a mini Euro step move there. Would make Manu Ginobili proud with that one.
That replay courtesy of Metro Summit Realty, and the rebound off that free throw miss. And de Austria once again, no good this time on that jumper.
Almost went for the unconventional 4-point play there. Just a miss on his jump shot attempt.
Hai Eng Ong from 3, the first Tough Mama 3-point basket for PIQC. And they're just down 1 here with 33 seconds remaining. Hope you are safe and dry on this stormy Wednesday evening. Great find to Gerald Cheng, and it's good. Down to the last 20 seconds of this first quarter. 18-15 lead here by Chiang Kai-shek. 3 on the way. Christopher Lee, no, and that ends the first period of play. It's a 3-point advantage for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni over PIQC, 18-15. Don't go away. We'll be back with second period of play in the third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
We are back with more action from your third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup, presented to you by Tanduay Athletics, Metro Summit Realty, People's General Insurance, Tough Mama, Home and Kitchen Appliances, The Shawarma Shack, Stick O, Davies Paints, Auto Plus, Ravenol, Chemical Guys, Do-It-Yourself Auto Detailing, and powered by the Chinoy Basketball Association. And second quarter of action is underway at the Aero Center in Quezon City. PIQC just down 3 here against Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Diego De Paz, Renzo Salao, your commentators on the call on this wet and wild Wednesday evening. 12 on the shot clock here for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. No good for Gerald Cheng. And Lacson there tried to receive the ball inside against 2 blue shirts. But luckily for him, it was tapped out by Chiang Kai-shek College alumni last.
No surprise, the score is pretty close now. The teams are basically dead even in almost every category when you check the box score. So right now it's just about which team can really go on a run, even improve their performance thus far. Or maybe even individual player as Lacson now with his 10th point in this ball game.
10 on the shot clock here, and Ball movement here for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Chan with that layup, and he will troop to the 4.5 meter line. As we see our Metro Summit Realty replay on this Gilbert Chan drive, and the foul whistled against Christian Lee. And that is the definition of the Filipino favorite move, the kili-kili shot.
New layup there. Also tough to evade when you're the defender.
Yeah.
No surprise, he was able to draw the foul.
8:44 remaining before the halftime break, and Lacson gives it up here to Christopher Lee. 12 on the shot clock. Christian Lee. Hai Eng Ong, great fake shot, no good, and rebound by the diminutive Paul de Austria against the 2 threes of PIQC. Paul de Austria with a layup.
Yeah, quick defense to offense. And also, that's a tougher finish than it looks.
20-17, and 2 minutes already gone by here in quarter number 2. Christopher Lee gives it up inside to Lacson. Stolen away by Paul de Austria, and here comes Chiang Kai-shek slow to their front court. As right now that's Jeffrey Caballo. 3 on the way. Bing, bang, boom for Gerald Chang, a tough mama 3-point shot. (23-17) and this Chiang Kai-shek College lead already ballooning slowly, Renzo. Hai Eng Ong for 3, no good. And Gilbert Chan lets it sail out of bounds.
Yeah, I think this is Chiang Kai-shek's largest lead of the ball game. So starting to go one side, the momentum, 23-17.
6-point advantage for the blue shirts of Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, coached by Robin Chan. 17 on the 24 for the blue shirts. Gerald Chang, Caballo, top of the key, 3 short. Gerald Chang with the rebound from 14 feet out, no good. And offensive rebounding in favor of Chiang Kai-shek College here, and 2 from the line for Stephen Chu, as we see this Metro Summit Realty replay. Gets his defender off of his feet, and the foul whistled on Arvin Ong. That's his second.
Arvin Ong bit on that pump fake. Even if he was raising his hands straight up, his body was leaning ever so forward there, and referee had to call it.
24-17 ball game with 6.5 remaining here in the second period. Christopher Lee, cross-court pass here to Hai Eng Ong. Back to Lee. They go to C, launching the 3. Off to the left. Here comes Jeffrey Caballo. Caballo nearly losing the handle here. Paul de Austria, 12 on the shot clock. Gilbert Chan, no good. And the rebound by Paul de Austria, no good on that attempt. 1 on the shot clock, losing the handle on that one. And we see the first entry here of Richard Nang replacing Stephen Chu. And we are at the halfway point of the second period. Glad to have you with us on our Ayaba Facebook page as we bring you action as the elimination round is already winding down. We see the return of Dennis De La Cruz for PIQC. And more substitutions as Rodel Nang checks back into the ball game, replacing Gerald Cheng.
It'll really help Chiang Kai-shek if they can put this game away early. I know they still want to get that victory, still pad up their standings, their record in the standings. But if they can rest a lot of the starters that they had here and play some of the depth that they have, might be better suited for them the rest of the way.
Of course, the playoffs will start next week here in both the 40 and 48 up divisions. And Arvin Ong there scoring for PIQC. 24-19 is our count as we go past the halfway point of the period.
Good to see for PIQC. Good to see Arvin Ong make a shot there. It's been a tough go for him and Ivan C thus far.
And it's a shot clock violation for the wards of Coach Robin Chan. (24-19) is our count. Less than 4.5 remaining here in the second period. PIQC here, they want to get win number 2 for the season. And their first since their win against Tiongse Academy in their first assignment of the season. But they're not doing themselves any favors if they miss those kinds of shots right there, Renzo.
Definitely not. It's just a 5-point ball game for PIQC. This game will be very winnable. One of the most winnable games they've had in a long time. So they can very well take advantage if they execute.
Reynaldo Deloso with that tough mama 3-point shot. And C trying to answer back, but no good for Ivan C.
Yeah, it's tough right now for Ivan C. 0 of 3 from downtown. Usually potent from deep.
Paul de Austria, 12 on the shot clock. Rodel Nang kicks it out. Long 2. No good for number 9 man Abing Santos. Christopher Lee splits the defense. No good on that jumper. And here comes Abing Santos once again. Abing Santos in a 3-on-4 fast break. Rodel Nang. Nice find to Abing Santos, but tapped away by PIQC out of bounds. Herbert Del Mundo back in the ball game, replacing Paul de Austria. But actually, I stand corrected. It will be PIQC basketball.
Yes, the referees ruled that Abing Santos touched it last off the deflection.
14 on the shot clock for PIQC. De La Cruz, the floater, no good. Rodel Nang with the rebound. 2.5 remaining here in the second period. And a turnover there by Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. And the game's starting to get sloppy here, but we have a ceasefire on the floor. We'll be back after the short break.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
And we are back with more action from your third Ayaba Tanway Athletics Cup, presented to you by Tanway Athletics, Metro Summit Realty, People's General Insurance, Tough Mama Home and Kitchen Appliances, The Shawarma Shack, Stick O, Davies Paints, Auto Plus, Ravenol, Chemical Guys, Do-It-Yourself Auto Detailing, and powered by the Chinoy Basketball Association. It's a 27-19 ball game. 2:22 remaining here in the second quarter. The magic number is 2, Renzo. Diego de la Paz, Renzo Salo on the call.
Speaking of the magic number being 2, that's also the number of wins PIQC wants to have by the end of this contest.
9 on the shot clock. Ong with the shot, and it's good for Arvin Ong. Down to the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Del Mundo trapped here, and it's an 8-second violation on Herbert Del Mundo. Having a hard time crossing the front court with that pesky defense from Christopher Lee.
Applying some backcourt pressure. Surprising here early, still in the first half.
10 on the shot clock here for PIQC. 3 on the way, no good for Mark Chang. A minute 35 remaining, and this defense by PIQC stifling Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, and obviously not a walk in the park by any shape or form.
That's for sure. Both sides still clearly want to win this thing, end the season on a high note.
Christopher Lee, the jumper, no good. Rodel Nang with the rebound. Herbert Del Mundo gets called for steps again. That PIQC defense, pesky, annoying, whatever way you're going to say it, it's working wonders for them right now in this stretch. But they haven't cracked that 6-point barrier though.
Definitely something that they should deploy situationally. And it's been working now.
Christopher Lee, top of the key, 3, bang, bang, boom! For that tough mama 3-point shot, and it's down to a 3-point deficit.
PIQC 1 of 9 from 3 before that shot. That's a shot in the arm for sure.
And Herbert Del Mundo there hits the corner of the backboard. Here comes Christopher Lee. Same spot as earlier. Oh, yes! And we are tied at 27. Oh, my.
That's a definition of a heat check. One more? Do we see one more?
Oh, but Reynaldo De Losa stops that fast break motion. 13.6 remaining on the clock here in the second period.
Very interesting. That was Steph Curry effect at play.
Oh, yeah.
Fast break opportunity, 2-on-1. He goes back to the 3-point line. And it works out.
De La Cruz there with that bad pass to the hands of De Loso, and he gives up that foul. Good thing, though, neither team is near the penalty. That's just the third team foul on PIQC off of that Dennis De La Cruz foul.
Yes, but Chang can end this half on a high note if they can execute here in the final 7.1. Calling a play here, Rodel Nang posting up. And he's fouled.
Oh, Rodel Nang fouled there by De La Cruz, and that was the foul to give for PIQC with 3.8 remaining. And the second on De La Cruz. Shot is up and no good. Rodel Nang at the buzzer. That wouldn't have counted had it went in. And we are tied at 27 at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. PIQC and Chiang Kai-shek College alumni really wanting to end this elimination round on a high note. Don't go away. Second half action coming up next.
学院蒙特梭利课程，努力给予学习者多语言和多文化的训练。我们提供卓越的中英文课程，个别儿童的教学计划，能激发儿童的好奇心、需求和兴趣的学习环境。
欢迎各位来菲律宾中正学院南富美校区。学院蒙特梭利课程，努力给予学习者多
多语言和多文化的训练。我们提供卓越的中英文课程，个别儿童的教学计划，能激发儿童的好奇心、需求和兴趣的学习环境。
欢迎各位来菲律宾中正学院南富美校区。
学院蒙特梭利课程，努力给予学习者多语言和多文化的训练。我们提供卓越的中英文课程，个别儿童的教学计划，能激发儿童的好奇心、需求和兴趣的学习环境。
欢迎各位来菲律宾中正学院南富美校区。
We are back with more action from your third Ayaba Tanway Athletics Cup, and at the half we are tied at 27 in this battle between PIQC and Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, and action is presented to you by Tanway Athletics, Metro Summit Realty, People's General Insurance, Tough Mama Home and Kitchen Appliances, the Shawarma Shack, Stick O, Davies Paints, Auto Plus, Ravenol, Chemical Guys Do-It-Yourself, Auto Detailing, and powered by the Chinoy Basketball Association. And it's on and off rains outside the Aero Center. But action here is hot, hot, and hot.
Yes, and it's fitting that it's a 27-all ball game, that it's a tie game right now, because most of the box score numbers are dead even. It's both 8 assists, 6 to 7 turnovers, 22 to 25 rebounds, around the same field goal shooting. But it's really nip and tuck, really close here right now, and it depends on which team takes control here in the second half.
30 seconds gone by here in the second half of action. Rodel Nang, the drive. Herbert Del Mundo, cross-court pass. Mike Ong launching a three, no good. And Mike Ong has gone cold after launching 2 3-point bombs in the first period, and we have a foul on the floor.
Ivan C forcing the issue there, drawing some contact this time instead of his usual transition three, going to the free throw line. It's been a tough shooting night for him thus far. So as we see here in the Metro Summit replay, drawing that contact, bumped right at the body of the defender, and for 2 free throws. It's the first.
2 for 2 there for Ivan C.
1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep. So maybe a couple of free throws can get him going.
On the floor right now for PIQC, Dennis De La Cruz, Christopher Lee, Arvin Ong, Ivan C, and Mark Chang. And the steal there by Mark Chang off to Christopher Lee. 3-on-2 fast break, no good for Christopher Lee. And on the floor for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, Mike Ong, Rodel Nang, Herbert Del Mundo, Jeff Yu, and Lester Lee. Basically the starting 5 for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni.
Jeff Yu lobbing it up to nobody in particular there, and it's a turnover.
Early on in the shot clock here for PIQC for Christopher Lee. Gives it up here to Arvin Ong. 17-foot jumper, no good. And Lester Lee with a rebound. Jeff Yu. Pounded here by Ivan C. Gives it to Mike Ong. Rodel Nang. 10 on the 24. Herbert Del Mundo trying to get some confidence. And yes, that's how you start if you're Herbert Del Mundo.
Yeah, Del Mundo last time out was their leading man, 14 points on 5 of 11 shooting. So that could get him going if he continues to take some shots there from mid-range.
Ivan C. the drive. 3 on the shot clock. Rodel Nang with the steal. So here comes Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. And traveling violation. Okay, so there's an official's timeout first before that traveling violation call. And our referees for this ball game, by the way, Oliver Angeles, Ronaldo Badango, and Elic Del Rosario. So it looks like for a while there, our scoreboard system went awry for a while.
Looks to be okay now. Ball action about to get back underway in just a bit.
$14 on the shot clock here for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Here comes Jeff Yu. Nice find to Rodel Nang for that layup at the dunker spot. It's a 31-29 lead for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Christopher Lee, the drive, puts up the shot, no good. Lester Lee with the rebound. Once again,
The short-lived lead for PIQC. And now Shanghai turning on the Jets once more. Quick 4-0 burst.
Ivan C to the front court. It's a 2-on-4 fast break, but wow. Fearless drive there by Arvin Ong, and he will take 2 from the 4.5-meter line. As we see that Metro Summit Realty replay. Nice find there by Ivan C, threading the needle to Arvin Ong.
Yes, right in between 4 different blue shirts.
Yes.
So those are the types of the types of passes that need to be like a bullet pass.
Yes.
Right to the chest of your teammate.
Number 1 with a bullet there to Arvin Ong, and he's earning his points from the 4.5-meter stripe. Arvin Ong now with 8 points in this match. And we are tied once again at 31 all, and a steal here by Dennis De La Cruz. Nice shovel pass to Ivan C, but it results in a turnover.
Looks like PIQC is going back to their full court pressure. It resulted in a turnover, just couldn't capitalize.
10 on the shot clock. Lester Lee. Bottom for Lester Lee, and we are Chiang Kai-shek College alumni gets back the lead at 33-31. Another empty possession for PIQC. Mike Ong. Bounce pass to Jeff Yu. Herbert Del Mundo. Lester Lee. 10 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Del Mundo. Rodel Nang tries for 3. Back iron. And a foul given up by Rodel Nang off of that miss.
That's the 3rd team foul for Chiang Kai-shek here in the 3rd quarter. Could become a factor here as the quarter goes on.
Pair of substitutions here for PIQC. Mark Chang and Ivan C taking their seats at the bench together with Arvin Ong as well, by the way.
With Arvin Ong and Ivan C taking a seat, it's up to the other guys like that man Lacson to try to pick up the scoring load for PIQC.
Herbert Del Mundo on the fast break. Nothing that Dennis De La Cruz could do there.
Yeah, speaking of picking up the scoring load, that's Herbert Del Mundo's 2nd basket, now up to 6 points.
Hai Eng Ong launching the 3. Finds the bottom for that tough mama 3-point shot. And don't look now, it's a 1-point advantage for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Easy pickings there. Lester Lee, 10 on the shot clock, drives and gets fouled. A Pushing foul on Derek Tan. As we see here in the Metro Summit Realty replay, Lester Lee getting that foul on Tan. Funky free throw form there for Lester Lee.
And it's been a tough go for Chiang Kai-shek at the free throw line. 3 of 9, make that 4 of 10.
And Stephen Chu replacing Lester Lee here.
And with the game being as close as it is, those free throws really can add up in terms of whoever wins this ball game down the stretch.
4 and 15 remaining. PIQC here trying to find an opening. Lacson short on that gimme.
Lacson cooling off after a very blazing start in the first quarter.
Herbert Del Mundo, he check shot, no good. And here comes PIQC heading to their front court. A little too aggressive on that dribble for Derek Tan. Jeff Yu. Rodel Nang. Rodel Nang, patented reverse layup is good.
Put some English on that.
Oh yes.
Get that, to roll that with some finesse.
Excuse my English, but what a layup there by Rodel Nang.
Exactly.
10 on the shot clock for PIQC. Lacson. Oh, another turnover there committed by Derek Tan. Rodel Nang, Herbert Del Mundo. Oh, correction, Stephen Chu. And Chiang Kai-shek recovers. Third opportunity possibly, but nope. Derek Tan recovers. Here comes De La Cruz. Bumps the defender, but an offensive foul called on Dennis De La Cruz.
Tough call there for De La Cruz. Made a body bump, but led with his shoulder. That's what the referee called. I don't know if you would really call that an offensive foul. The referee saw it that way.
2 minutes and 39 remaining here in the third period. And it's a 4-point advantage for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Rodel Nang, 12 on the shot clock. Stephen Chu, bobbling that ball. Paul De Austria recovers. Jeffrey Cabailo, back of the rim. Fresh 14, De Austria. Cabailo, still no good. On 2 attempts from Cabailo in that single possession. Christopher Lee, stop and pop, no good. And Cabailo with the rebound, and we are down to the last 2 minutes of the third quarter. Reynaldo Deloso in and out from distance. And Christopher Lee, wow, what a crossover and layup there.
Christopher Lee left his man in the dust. He gave him a look,
Yes.
a quick glance right after he blew by him for that layup.
And it's down to a 2-point advantage once again for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. And a turnover there. A little too hot on that pass by Deloso, or actually too high for Rodel Nang to even catch. And 14 foul given up there by Chiang Kai-shek College alumni with a minute and 20 remaining.
Been very close here in the second half thus far. No team gaining a lead of more than 4 points.
Romel Lacson losing the handle. Recovered there by Christopher Lee. No good. Christian Lee, rather, correction. And here comes Paul De Austria to the front court.
I think Christopher Lee's a Hollywood actor.
Down to the last minute of the third quarter. Shot is no good for Gerald Chang. Paul De Austria. Great timing there for that putback. Down to the last 30 seconds of the quarter. 12 on the shot clock for PIQC. High. Eng Ong short from distance. 20 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Reynaldo Deloso pulls back. De Austria. 10 on the game clock. Cabailo. 7 seconds remaining. De Austria fakes. 1 second left at the buzzer, and it's short. And we end the first 3 quarters of action with Chang Kai-shek College alumni taking a 4-point lead, 40-36 over PIQC. Don't go away. We are down to the last 10 minutes of play in your third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup 40-up division Wednesday evening action.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Soft Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
This is your third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup 40-up division. It's a 40-36 lead in favor of Chang Kai-shek College alumni over PIQC. Yagada Paz Renzo Salo on the call. And action is presented to you by Tanduay Athletics, Metro Summit Realty, People's General Insurance, Tough Mama Home and Kitchen Appliances, The Shawarma Shack, Stick O, Davies Paints Auto Plus, Ravenol, Chemical Guys Do-It-Yourself Auto Detailing, and powered by the Chinoy Basketball Association, with games live here at the Aero Center on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And the PIQC here with the first crack at the basket. Multiple possessions already in the first 20 seconds of play.
That's a second holding foul, I believe, drawn by Christian Lee.
9:40 remaining. Again, this is a very close contest. Renzo, no team leading more than 4 or 6 points.
Yes, by 4, no team leading more than 4 points here throughout the second half. Here's a chance for Shanghai to do just that, to extend beyond 4, but they cannot do that.
Here comes PIQC. Romel Lacson, high, Eng Ong. Christopher Lee for 3, no. Paul de Austria, great box out for that rebound. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth and final quarter of action. Reynaldo Deloso calling for the play here. Jeffrey Caballo launching 3, no good. Steven Chu with the rebound. Gerald Cheng, cross court to Caballo, same spot. Different result, going 1, 2, 3 for that Tough Mama 3-point shot, and the biggest lead of the ball game for Chang Kai-shek College alumni.
A beautiful swish through the net there, but now PIQC, their hopes dwindling ever so just a little bit more after that three-point make, trying to get their second win.
7-point advantage here for Chang Kai-shek College alumni. Caballo once again, same spot, short this time. And Christopher Lee gives up that foul on the rebounding play with Paul de Austria.
Partner, I think you mean Christian Lee.
Yeah, Christian Lee.
But Christopher Lee, to satiate my curiosity, I searched who Christopher Lee was as the actor, and he is Saruman in the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay, there we go.
He's also Count Dooku in Star Wars.
Okay, so Christian Lee will take a seat at the bench. Reynaldo Delos, a quick trigger, no good. Arvin Ong with the rebound. Dennis De La Cruz setting up the play here. Ivan C launching 3, no good.
Ivan C still not able to make a three-pointer in this ball game.
Fresh 24 in the shot clock, no good. Once again for Arvin Ong. You know what? It's like PIQC rushed their last 2 possessions there.
Yes, they had a lot of time left on the shot clock. Even if it was 2 of their best offensive players taking the shot, they could have gotten better shots for sure.
But Chang Kai-shek College alumni there. Great patience and of course great ball movement, resulting in that Gerald Cheng jumper. This time around, they're slowing things around here. Lacson kicks it out to the corner. De La Cruz comes closer, but decides to kick it out. But there is a foul against Jeffrey Caballo. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the ball game. And it's a 9-point deficit staring at PIQC. And assistant coach, or acting head coach, Brian Ewan, calling for time. We'll be back after the short break.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
Back with more action from your third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup 40-up division, presented to you by Tanduay Athletics, Metro Summit Realty, People's General Insurance, Tough Mama Home and Kitchen Appliances, The Shawarma Shack, Stick O, Davies Paints, Auto Plus, Ravenol, Chemical Guys, Do-It-Yourself, Auto Detailing, and powered by the Chinoy Basketball Association. And there is a foul whistled against Jeff Yu.
And now Chang is in the penalty. PIQC can take advantage of that, get some points while the clock is stopped.
9-point deficit staying at PIQC. Great tap there by Stephen Chu. And he gets the layup. Great two-man play there from Jeff Yu. Lacson gives it up to the corner here to Ivan C. Biggest lead of the ball game for either team. And another turnover for PIQC. Rodel Nang, Caballo launching three, rims out. Ball will stay here.
That's the first double-digit deficit of this ball game. And it's coming at the wrong time for PIQC. 6 minutes to go here. Chiang Kai-shek in firm control.
Christopher Lee back in the ball game, replacing Rommel Lacson. Rodel Nang, no good on that Kevin McHale-like play. Stephen Chu, 2 on the shot clock. Caballo, though, steps on the baseline, or correction, sideline.
If he made that shot, and if he didn't step on that line, that could have been the dagger.
Oh, yeah.
Going up 14 with just over 5 minutes to play here. But PIQC is still alive. We saw Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
A couple of threes earlier, bring a run their way. If they can replicate some of that success, they can come back here.
De La Cruz to the corner. Ivan C for three. It rattles in for that Tough Mama three-point shot.
Just as we say it, Ivan C makes his first three-pointer of the ball game exactly when they needed it.
Law of averages working there for Ivan C. Rodel Nang gives it up to Gerald Ching. They kick it out to you. Caballo, other side, this time not met with success, and there is a pushing foul that sent Gerald Chang flying.
Arvin Ong leading his case, saying he didn't touch him, but probably some exaggerating there. He did have some contact on that play.
Halfway through the fourth and final quarter, and we have an unsportsmanlike foul whistled on the floor, and there will be a review of that last play. And while they are reviewing the play, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Ayaba action.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Top Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like mama.
And we are back with action here in the third Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup, and the review by the referees resulted in them calling in an unsportsmanlike foul on Gerald Chang. And I'm not sure if we're going to see a replay of that play, but on to the foul line is Arvin Ong. And possession will go to PIQC.
These are must makes here. Missed the first one. Right now trailing by 8 points.
Again, the sands of the hourglass slowly ticking away here for PIQC and their chance to get win number 2 before they gracefully exit from the tournament.
Yeah, they were 85% from the free throw line before those misses.
7 on the shot clock here. 3 on the way, short for Mark Chang. Here comes Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Corner jumper, it's swished down for Stephen Chu. Paul D'Austria about to check into the ball game. 3 on the way, short for Dennis De La Cruz. Rebound gathered there by Stephen Chu. Rodel Nang kicks it back out here to Jeff Yu. Jeffrey Caballo, no good from 3. Long rebound by Caballo. 10 on the shot clock for Gerald Cheng. Rodel Nang, 5 on the shot clock. Caballo for 3. Hand in his face. Not a problem for him. A tough mama 3-point shot.
Could have been a 4-point play too. A lot of contact on the closeout from Christopher Lee. But right now, still 3 points.
No good for Christopher Lee from downtown. 12-point advantage here for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Stephen Chu wasting away more clock here for the Blue Shirts. Rodel Nang recovers, and that layup acrobatic and gets a foul.
And these might be just put PIQC away if Nang can make these free throws. 14-point game with 3:05 left.
Yeah.
It could be the done for PIQC already.
Nang there bobbled that ball before recovering and attempting that layup, as we saw in that Metro Summit Realty replay. Rodel Nang wayward to the left on that first free throw.
Interestingly enough, Chiang Kai-shek, no player in double figures right now. Rodel Nang the closest with 8 points.
Yeah, 8 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Romel Lacson gets fouled by Rodel Nang. And that is his 3rd foul. Two from the line here for Romel Lacson. Now with 11 points in the ball game. Make that 12 for Lacson. Mike Ong back into the ball game for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni. Down to the last 3 minutes of the ball game here. 11-point advantage for Chiang Kai-shek.
And PIQC deploying their press once again. Last-ditch effort, last gasp to try to steal a win here. Here they come.
Ivan C. on the fast break, no good. Rodel Nang with the rebound. And here comes Paul D'Austria. D'Austria drives, kicks it out. Wow, what a 3 there for Mike Ong. A tough mama 3-point shot. And that's his first 3-pointer here in the second half after making 2 in the first half of action. 9 points in the ball game.
Last 2 minutes.
And we have officially entered midnight hours in this ball game. Although we are about a little over an hour and a half before actual midnight. And a turnover there by Chiang Kai-shek College alumni.
But the clock is turning midnight for PIQC as their Cinderella story, or their hope for a Cinderella story moment here to win their final game of the season. Just a minute 50 away.
From turning into a pumpkin.
Yeah, from turning into a pumpkin.
Lacson, no good. And the Austria there gets the steal and gets fouled. That's the foul to give for PIQC this quarter. Herbert Del Mundo replacing Jeff Yu. Jeff Yu with 5 rebounds and 5 assists in this ball game. Corner shot on the way, no good for Jaime C. Ivan C. in the fast break, no good on that layup. Paul De Austria to the front court, 2-on-1 fast break. Paul De Austria, nice find. What a layup there for Lester Lee. 1 minute remaining. Lacson gets fouled on the way to the basket. And PIQC will take 2 from the foul line with Rommel Lacson. As we see here in our Metro Summit Realty replay, it was like Matador defense until they realized, okay, he's already inside the restricted area.
It's a quick collapse, but just too late. Ended up having to foul Rommel Lacson. Having a very stellar performance here in the Swan Song.
Yes.
PIQC. Well above his season average of 5.4 points per game.
Lacson now with 14 for the evening. Last 60 seconds of PIQC's season. Unfortunately for them, they ended the season on a possibly a 9-game losing streak once the final buzzer sounds. But for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, a great finish to the season. 2 wins in their last 3 outings. Mike Ong once again from distance. Another tough mama 3-point shot, 12 points. The first and so far only member of Chiang Kai-shek College alumni's roster in double digits. Gilbert Chan, the first to approach the PIQC bench.
Yes, it's a tough break for PIQC. They were in this game for most of it. As you mentioned, pretty close contest throughout the third quarter. But the fourth quarter was just a different story. Perhaps it's Chiang Kai-shek deciding we have to end very strong here. Let's end our campaign with a W. And right now, cruising towards that, 60-45.
And let's look forward to our Friday games in the 48 up division. Chiang Kai-shek College alumni against Philippine Cultural College at 7:30 in the evening, while Hope Christian High School alumni versus St. Stephen's High School at 9 in the evening. And of course, come Sunday, it will be a quadruple header. 2 games in the 40 up division, starting with the matchup between St. Stephen's High School against Grace Christian College in an all-important game here for St. Stephen's High School alumni to determine whether they'll get the number 2 seed and the outright semifinals berth. And then in our final game of the 40 up division at 2:30 in the afternoon, Uno High School will take on Northern Rizal Yorkland School. Both teams already eliminated from playoff contention. While in the 48 up division, by the way, at 4 p.m. on Sunday, Grace Christian College versus Westminster High School, and then at 5:30 in the afternoon, St. Peter the Apostle School against St. Jude Catholic School. As we wrap up the elimination round in both the 48 and 40 up divisions of your third Ayaba Tanway Athletics Cup. And of course, your final thoughts on this ball game.
Chiang Kai-shek shows that they really are a sturdy team. Even if they're missing a few key guys here, they showed that if when they turn it on, they are a higher level team there here than this PIQC side. Something they want to carry over to the postseason. PIQC, valiant effort for them. Close, as I mentioned, close throughout this contest, that trailed by just 4 at most till the fourth quarter. And just a valiant effort to try to get this victory, just coming up short here.
Arvin Ong to the foul line for possibly the last cracks at the basket for PIQC this season. Rodel Nang also approaching the PIQC bench here. Coach Gilbert Chan as well. And that will be it. Your final here at the Aero Center. It's Chiang Kai-shek College alumni over PIQC 60-49. And what a ball game for Chiang Kai-shek College alumni, breaking away in the second half of action. As we take a look at the scoring leaders, Mike Ong, 12 points, 4 for 8 from 3-point distance, and Rodel Nang, 8 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Probably our top candidate for best player of the ball game. Of course, Renzo will be interviewing our Tanduay Athletics best player of the ball game, and of course, he will also announce our Stick-O defensive player of the ball game on the other side of this break. We'll be right back with more Ayaba Tanduay Athletics Cup coverage.
Maganda ang araw, masaya ang buhay. Cooking and living, simple lang.
Ang homebody ko, Soft Mama. Simple at maaasahan.
Nobody stops like